Is it still morning? I believe it is. Good morning to you. My name is Ardis Cruz, and I represent GRRO Redevelopment Organization. As a matter of fact, at a point in time in my life when I was not so green, I became the founder of GRRO Redevelopment in Chicago, Illinois. Having come to North Carolina and looking at some properties and realizing those properties needed some work, we decided to go green and to move forward and to engage people in learning how to rehab, to construct, to destruct properly using green methods. Now, at that point, GRRO Redevelopment was mostly about housing, entrepreneurship, and education. And farming was a huge and successful accident. In 2014, we developed a garden, which became a local sensation. It was a visit spot, and everybody just had a really good time visiting with us. Our partners, the Brodys, originally it was a community garden. And immediately things began to happen. And one of the greatest things that happened for us is that we participated, my husband participated along with Brody in the Agriculture Entrepreneurship Program. And from that, we began our first collaboration, which is very important to us, with the college here. We began to develop collaborations with the city and the county and to create revitalization projects such as using vacant lots throughout the city. And Henderson has a lot of dilapidated houses, empty lots. I have with us today Mr. Palin Spruill from the city and Ms. Sherry Morris from the county. And I'm sure that they get a little tired of seeing us sometime, but they have been there beside us all the way. And so what we did is to work together to establish farms throughout the city on vacant lots. And I'm very excited to say that having developed the farm school, one of those lots has become our training ground. I like to call it the training ground. It is a GAP certified farm. You will see in this slide our city manager, Mr. Frazier, and Mr. Williams, along with a translator from a class that we had, a program with about 37 Hispanic people. We did classroom instruction downtown with, we had an interpreter and the classroom teacher, and we had the students participating on the grounds of what had been a grown-up lot, creating a beautiful spot and an absolutely wonderful growing area. And these farmers were taught how to grow sustainably because everything that we do is using natural products. They were taught how to use specialized machinery. We don't use big tractors. We have the specialized tractors, and a lot of things just absolutely done by hand. We developed food cooperatives, and very similar in the Vance County, we have the program which takes us to our mobile refrigerated farmers market. We participate in Greenville, which my husband is going to talk about a little bit later. But we developed a farmers market downtown Henderson, and we call it the pop-up market, working with the city and local food, local places, trying to get people to come downtown and to utilize our services. And we have a tremendous emphasis on food nutrition and working with people who are food stamp recipients. So we offer EBT, and we have what is called the Fresh Buck program. So we offer tokens so that they can use their Fresh Bucks and get an additional $20 in food, up to $40. And we offer educational programs collaborating with the Corporative Extension Department, with the Health Department, and now bringing downtown Henderson with the Health Department a new program that we call Food Prescriptions, where we will be working with the Health Department, looking at people with illnesses that can be controlled by food. basically looking at diabetes, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and blood pressure problems. And through some funding that we've received, those participants will be followed as they purchase food and begin to integrate new and healthy types of activities in their life. As I said, we have a prime spot downtown in front of the police department. Now, we are believers that things need to be very attractive so that people will begin to get an automatic interest. And so when you go out to the parking lot today, you're going to see our vehicles out there, our refrigerated farmers market, because we always want to serve a very fresh merchandise, so we don't have everything out there in the heat. From an entrepreneur type of point, we work with people who are in our classes, and we also work with the farmers from the regional farmers market, and that's the merchandise that we sell here. So that's our refrigerated farmers market. Today, when you go outside, you will see my SUV right there in front of it with my big honeybee on the back of it because I'm Queen Mom. So, go ahead. So, this is a program that can be duplicated because most cities have empty lots, and it is certainly a wonderful thing to see vegetables in food deserts and areas where you have a lot of food insecurities. We partner with everybody that we can to make life a success. As I said, the college here, the cooperative extension, city and county, the health department, all of those persons have been very important. And as we work with food, what we realize is that the disconnect with food is not just about people who are receiving food stamps, but it is a problem that has been developed across all economics and cultures because people are no longer eating and cooking like they used to. So we want to make sure that we put those foods out there so that persons can get those vegetables and so that we can begin to change the health of the people here in Vance County. And as you continue to visit with us in Vance County, one of the things that you will begin to see is that we will become a food hub in the northern sphere of North Carolina, and we will be serving the 400-mile radius that USDA declares local food to be, enhancing the economics and the health of our area. Questions? Okay, thank you.
I have a question, Ardis. How many lots have been identified that you'll be expanding to?
We have access to 15 lots here in the city of Henderson. Right now, we're concentrating on our training ground, which has, for the second year, been approved as a GAP certified lot. We have just recently done our CAP plan, and we are a model for USDA because this is something that does not happen where you have GAP certified lots in the city or the kinds of partnerships that they're seeing. So it's going to be a very interesting place that will be developing there. Full GAP plan, pollination site with greenhouses. Mm-hmm.
About any kind of government grants that you were able to secure to help this project along, and maybe you need to pay for the mobile unit, or was that self-funded, or?
Well, we used some self-funding, and we did receive some grants. Now, the hoop houses that are used are from equipped through USDA. Yes, in our Department of Rural Services, Farm Services, Natural Resources for the hoop houses. As it relates to the vehicles, what grants did we use to get that?
RAFI.
Yeah.
RAFI has a program. We also had our local hospital, which is the foundation, Triangle North Foundation, was very supportive of it. And the Conservation Fund, or Rural Resource for Communities, they've been very supportive. Conservation Fund throughout North Carolina.
A very interesting thing, when we got ready to buy the SUV, we didn't have enough money to buy it. In the conversation, we discovered that the man we were buying it from was Cuban. And it's important to have conversations, so when we told him that we'd just gotten back from Cuba, he forgot the part that we didn't have. So collaboration is important. Talk, talk, talk. It can be a great benefit.